Not really. All right, so what we're doing today is similar to what we did yesterday, except yesterday we had just the variables already set to one side and all the numbers already, and we just had to move the constant. So yesterday we had something like 2x plus 4 is equal to 18. So who remembers what to do to get x by itself? What do we have to move first, Matthew?
Two?
Nope.
No, four.
4. We have to move this positive 4 over to the other side, which makes it what? Yep.
Those 2x equals 8 minus 4.
Yep. And what's 18 minus 4?
14.
Perfect. And how do we get x by itself, Sean? Yep. 2x equal to 14. What's stuck with the x? So what do we have to do to get rid of it? Maya? Divide by 2. So when a number is stuck to a variable, it's multiplication. To get rid of that multiplication, you divide. So whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So x is equal to what? 14 divided by 2? 7. However, today, you're going to have another variable on your right side. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of moving around now. So the same things apply. So if we have to distribute, you distribute first, and then put the variables on one side and the constants on the other side. Simplify the like terms, and then solve. Yes, Kareem. For A? Okay. Let's try A first. Let's see what we can figure out.
So for the first step, you have to move 2x with 3x.
Okay, so Kareem wants to move the variables over to the left side. So he wants to take this positive 2x and move it over, which makes it what?
Negative.
Yep. So we got 3x minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 8. Now, what do we do next, Kareem?
You move the 2 to the 8, so now it becomes negative 2.
Good. So we got 3x minus 2x is equal to 8 minus 2. And now let's focus on our variable side, the left side. So Kareem, what's 3x minus 2x? So just x. And Yazin, what's 8 minus 2? 6. So my solution is x is equal to 6. So this is what we call solving for x. So now what I can ask you to do on your assessment or test is I can ask you to check. Who remembers what it means when I ask you to check? What do we do with our solution? Maya.
You read the equation and you just put the number for x.
Yeah. So since we have x is equal to 6 here, wherever we see x in our original equation, we're going to plug in the number 6. So we have 3x plus 2 is equal to 2x plus 8. So like I said, or like Maya said, wherever we see x, we're going to plug in the number 6. So I get 3 times 6. Yes. Who said wait? Yeah, no worries.
I have a question.
Yes, Sean.
On a test or like on a quiz, would we have to do the checking part?
Not unless I tell you. So if I ask you to check, you check. If I don't, then you're lucky. So yeah. So for my left side, who can tell me using bed mass what we do first? Matthew. Okay, what is it? What's 3 times 6?
18.
Okay, so we have 18 plus 2 on the left side. What do we have on my right side? Austin.
Isn't it 12 plus 8?
Yep. So 18 plus 2 is equal to what?
20.
20. And what's 12 plus 8?
20.
20. So because both sides give me the same answer, it just verifies to me that x is equal to 6 is the correct answer to this question.
So it's got to be balanced.
Yep, basically. So 20 is equal to 20, because if it were 19, 19 is not the same as 20.
Not even the same.
Mm-mm. So I'm not going to do B because I don't want to move it when C is just right there. So for C, we have 2 plus 3x minus 2x is equal to 3 times x plus 4. So what is the first two things that we need to do? Start with our left side. What can we do with my left side first? Do we have any like terms? Yazin.
Yes.
Okay, what is that? What is 3x minus 2x? Yep. So this guy simplifies to just x. So I got 2 plus x. What do I do with my right side now? This was a lot of it appeared on your test, your unit 2 test. 3 times x plus 4. What do I do with that 3? Claire? I distribute. So what's 3 times x? 3x. And what's 3 times 4? 12. So where do you guys want the variables? It doesn't really matter where you want to move them. Just make sure you're changing the signs accordingly. So do you guys want the variables on the left or the right side? Okay, we'll do left.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How come like 3x subtract 2x when it equals 1x and just x? Why is it not 1x?
Because whenever there's no coefficient in front of a variable, it's automatically 1. You don't have to technically write it.
I just wouldn't write 1x.
You just write x. Yeah. So if we're moving the variables to the left side, what do I have to move over to the right from the right side to the left side? What do I need to move? If I want all my variables on the left. The 3x. So let's take my 3x and move it over to my left side. So it becomes 2x plus x minus 3x is equal to 12. Now my variables are on the left side. However, what is preventing them from being by themselves? Sienna, the 2. So I have to take this 2 and it has to move over to this side over here. So remember, whenever we move sides, we have to change the sign. So I get x minus 3x is equal to 12 minus 2. So for my left side, can someone tell me what x minus 3x is going to give me? Alice. Negative 2. Is this the same thing as saying negative 1? It's the same thing as saying 1 minus 3. So negative 2x. And what's on my right side? 10. Okay. So now x is not by itself. There's a number stuck to it, which is negative 2. So what do I have to do to both sides to get rid of that negative 2 in front of my x? Divide by negative 2. Always divide by the number that is exactly written in front of your variable.
So if it's
So-
negative 2, you divide by negative 2?
Yep, that's it.
But if it was positive 2, you divide by positive 2?
Exactly. You got it. So what's 10 divided by negative 2? Negative 5. So x equals negative 5. So this was a similar question I gave you yesterday, except you had fractions. But you almost got it. So we're good. Yeah. He was doing it right, except he didn't know this yet. So
Gotta make sure you know it before you do it.
yeah, but we didn't do this yesterday, so he couldn't have known yet. Okay, so take a moment to copy this, and then I'll move on to B and D. So the next one, we have 4 times x minus 2 is equal to 2 minus x. So this one's simpler than the one we just did. So what do we do first? Yep. Kareem?
Oh, do inside the brackets.
Okay, so what do we do with the 4?
I mean,
Oh, you.
okay, so you distribute it.
Yep.
So it's 4 times,
Which is what?
4x.
Okay,
And then, so then 4 times 3 is 8.
positive or negative? 4 times negative 2.
Positive.
Nope,
Negative.
negative 8.
Negative.
That's fine. So we got 4x minus 8 is equal to 2 minus x. So where do you guys want the variables? Okay, you guys are used to the left side. So we have to take this negative x
It'll be 4x minus x.
and move it over. So when we move a negative number over, what happens to the sign?
4x minus x. It's just positive. 4x
So 4x plus x
is equal
minus
to
8 is equal to 2. Now, my variables are all on one side. However, there's an annoying negative 8 that's there. So what do I have to do with it?
Move it to the right side.
Move it to the right side. So I get 4x plus x is equal to 2 plus 8. So who can tell me what 4x plus x is? Sean?
4 9.
No, 4x plus 1x.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yep.
If 4x was like 4xy, where would you put the x on the right side? Like where you would move it over to the
So it would go at the last spot. So you see how you would have 2 minus x? And then if you move the 4x over to the right side, it would be 2 minus x minus 4x.
Oh, okay.
So what do we have left on the right side? 2 plus 8 is what? Austin?
10.
10. Now, how do we get x by itself? We do what?
Divided by x. I mean 5.
By 5. So I get x is equal to 2. So like I said, guys, this lesson's short. We have one more example plus the one I'm going to give you. So, yeah. And you probably can assume the one I'm going to give you is going to include what type of number?
Negative.
So sad.
Negative.
You guys all get disappointed with the word fraction.
Wait. Is it fraction?
Not yet. I said for my question I make after. So for D, I have 2x plus 2 is equal to negative 3x minus 5. So who knows what to do with that bracket on the right side? Distribute what? Maya?
The negative sign. which
Yep.
is just one.
So distribute negative 1.
So you do 1 down to negative 1 times 3.
Yep. So Yazin, what's negative 1 times 3x?
5.
No, negative times a positive gives me what?
Negative.
So it's going to be negative 3x. And what's negative 1 times negative 5? Positive 5. Good. So now, again, same story. Let me guess. You guys want to move your variables to the left side.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to take this negative 3x and move it over. So it becomes what? So whenever you're moving stuff over, Sean, you might as well just when you change the sign, put it next to the thing that's similar to it. So for example, here I have 2x. I move the negative 3x over, it becomes plus 3x. That way you have your like terms together. Then plus 2 is equal to 5. So what's my second last step? Austin.
Move the 2 over.
So it becomes what?
Negative.
Yep. So I got 2x plus 3x is equal to 5 minus 2. What do I get on my left side? 2x plus 3x. Kareem? Nope. 2x plus 3x.
Oh, sorry.
2x plus 3x.
Wait. Oh, sorry.
5 what?
He said eight.
Is that x?
He said
Okay. And what's 5 minus 2? Austin.
Isn't it like 3?
So what's my last step?
Dividing
Divide by what?
5.
divide by negative.
Because you gotta remember the number.
Divide by 5. No, my 5 isn't negative, so we divide by positive 5. So I get x is equal to just 3 over 5. No, decimals suck. I hate them.
Yeah, okay.
If we wrote it decimal instead of a fraction, it would be wrong.
I would give you half a mark off, just in spite. Yes, Bashar?
Wouldn't x plus x equal x to the power of 2?
Hold on, let me put the volume up on here.
I had no.
Sorry, yes, speak.
Wouldn't x to the x plus x would equal x to the power of 2?
No, x plus x. Remember, you always keep the variable part the same and just add the coefficients in front of the variable.
Oh, okay.
If you do x times x, that's x squared. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording now because that was good. Not a lot of interruptions today, so we're good.